Hello, my name is Walter, and this is the GEM E6 from 2011. You notice I didn't say it's my GEM E6 because I take care of my stuff. This is a company-owned GEM E6, and the people that drive it around treat it like garbage. So it needs new front drive axles. They're called half shafts, whatever you want to call them, but it runs between the differential and the wheel bearing that drives the front wheels forward. And because the front wheels articulate or steer, the drive shafts have to articulate as well. And so there's a mechanism in there that sits in a blob of grease inside a rubber boot that sometimes the boot can break, or otherwise the joint can come apart. But it's a little scary to take it apart, but technically it's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do with this car, oh, and by the way, you're going to have to fast forward. I'm not going to fast forward just because you have ADD. This car, we're going to take off the wheels, we're going to take off the hood, we're going to take off these little air scoops just so I can get easy access. But it is honestly an easy thing to take off these half shafts or CV boots or whatever you want to call them. But we're going to take off both of them at the same time. Firstly, we're going to tilt the hood back. We're going to disconnect the power for the hood. Then we're going to disconnect the plug right there. Yeah, that's a NEMA plug. We're just going to unplug that. Otherwise, that makes the hood free, except for these two bolts that hold the hood onto the hinge. So I'm going to pull off the hood. It's a 5/8 nut on the back side, and it's a T45 nut on the front. T45 Torx. Thank you. Nice work. Thank you, sir. I'm going to take out the air shrouds with a 3/8. So now we've got the hood off, we've got the two air scoops off, and I'm going to take the tires off now because those CV joints are so bad. One thing I think I will do is actually, before I take off the tires, I think I'm going to drive it outside and use a pressure washer to just clean it up, because that is one of the things a GEM car needs to be, is clean. All right, so I washed the car because it was filthy, but you can see the CV boot is broken there and damaged there and broken here and damaged there. So we're just going to pull out this arm and this arm, and all we're going to have to do that is take out this bolt, that bolt, this bolt, that bolt, and that bolt. And all we're going to do is basically pull this wheel away from the transaxle here, or I'm sorry, away from the differential right there, and this whole arm basically pops out. You may have to pry it out just a little bit, but it's not difficult to pry out at all. Just to make my life easier, I'm going to jack up the car and take off both of the front wheels. So bring in the jack. And now we're going to jack up the front. Get the front end off the ground. Now these wheels can turn, and I can go ahead and pull off the wheels. All right, to pull off the wheel, you got to get your Ryobi impact driver and pull the wheels. And that makes it easier. So when you pull those bolts off, this object is a lot lighter. You can pull it away from the differential and pull that bar out. And this vehicle is a 2011, so the shaft on this side, on the left-hand side of the car, will be the short side. On the right-hand side will be the longer side. So we're going to have to pull this cotter pin out and back this nut off, which is no big deal. One inch will do. It's not perfect. But there. Now we'll be able to lift this or pull this away as soon as we remove the 4 bolts and the 5th bolt up high. All right, now it's time to take off the inside of the lower arm. lower arm's free. You can come out just like that. You even got some, almost enough room to get that joint out of there. You know what? I think I'm going to give that a try, just because this joint is broken, so it might compress a little more than normal. Okay. Okay, probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the upper arm now. I'm going to work on the back since I can't get the power driver in there. I'm going to just do it by hand. Now I can get the driver up front. There. I have both parts of the A-arm out. And let's see if I can, there it is, yeah. I don't even have to take off that upper shock. I can go ahead and pull this out. This came out right like that, just slipped right out. And I might have to pry this one out. I'll just get a wedge in there and pop it out. It's nothing difficult, just a little snap ring. And it popped out. Here it is. So all it does is pop out of there and it unbolts out of here. And there's the old damaged arm. And it's actually broken. And then the new arm is right here. And it comes with a fresh bolt and clean CV boots. And this is the gem. Anything after an 05 up to, I think it's 05 to 15. And this will be the left-hand side. So let's just see if I can do this. It's not super critical. All I do is take off the nut, make sure your washer small side inside. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. Just pop that right in there, and it comes out right there. And I'm still doing this with one hand. Then I'm going to pop this in. Get the lines to line up. And I think it's in. So now I'll go ahead and get these A-arms back in where they belong and get this thing on the way to wrapping up. Okay, I got my 4 bolts in, the A-arms to line it up. I'm going to put this guy right on here. And then thread this guy right on here. I'll hit that with a driver and then put a cotter pin in there. But as for now, it looks like my, here, let me take off my, running it with one hand. Take off my shock there, and there I've got the motion and the movement, so I can have this joint operating. When I turn this wheel, the other one turns right there. So that's my CV boot and drive shaft put back in. Now I'm just going to tighten everything down. Okay, those 4 bolts are back into the A-arm, and now I'm going to put the tire back on. All right, so I'm on the right side. I've already removed the shock tower. So it's just 2 bolts to remove the shock tower. I've already removed or loosened the 4 bolts for the A-arms, and I've taken off the nut for the arm down here. So all I'm going to do the last of the bolts here. You got to support the weight of the arm out here. So now your top's off. Now we're going to pull the bottom. We're going to keep the steering hooked up. Alright, so there's the wheel bearing. I can push it out right there. There it is, definitely broken. And then my brake line there is holding it up. I'm going to pull here, kind of snap it out, and it's not coming out, so I'm going to get my little screwdriver / pry bar. I'm going to pry back in here, in between the differential and the arm. And there it goes. It's just a little snap that gets it out of that housing. And there's that. So now I'll go get the new one. All right, so remember, there's splines in there, so just line it up with the splines inside the differential, and you get a little tiny tap, nothing crazy. Ah, there, it slipped right in. You can feel it slip in. I think there's a little snap gear or a snap ring in there that kind of retains it. So I'm going to pull off the nut. Set them aside, and now bring up the wheel bearing and put that, line that up there. There it is. Now to hold that and bring these arms back in here. And put the bolt in here on the lower side. Bolt on the other side of the lower side. It's hanging there. Now I'm going to get the upper arm, bring it back into line. Put one bolt in here. Put the other bolt in. Look around for the other bolt. There it is. From this side. Yeah, motor's in the way, so you got to bring in the bolt from this side. The bolt's in there. It's in there. It's not bolted, or the nuts aren't on there yet, but there it is. It's sitting there, and there you are with free travel, and your drive shaft is moving up and down. So now I'm going to get the new washer that comes with it. Pop it right on there. Get the new nut, pop it on there. I'll drop a cotter pin into that in just a bit. But there it is with a full travel. Now I'm going to get my shock absorber. And remember that the cylinder is on the bottom on this particular model. Load that there. And then bushings aren't perfect on this shock absorber, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because this is a company car, not my personal car. If it was my personal car, of course I'd fix it. There. So nuts and bolts are back on, and I'll get them torqued down in just a moment. And but there it is. She's back on. Okay, this is the epilogue. This is like the last chapter. Just want to recap. We changed out the CV boots and these arms, and it really wasn't as bad as I had feared. The only thing you got to really worry about is when you get out the old one. There's the old one. The cover with grease, actually broken. Is you've got 4 bolts to take out the upper and lower A-arm, and maybe even take off the shock if you want to. That's 6 bolts, and you pull the wheel hub away. I took off the tires when I did mine just to make that hub lighter, and you take off this bolt right here, and you can get this arm out from the differential. There's a little snap ring inside there, so just if you got to get a pry bar in there to pop out the differential or the drive shaft from the differential, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, it's a really easy install. It really is. That's about as much as I can say. But there it is. The half shafts have been replaced. There's a longer one on the right side than there is on the left one. You can get those pieces from NEV Accessories. And the cart is done. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.